So, you want to learn English fast, and you've been promised by this video or that video that you can learn it in like 60 days or become fluent in 30 days. Do you know how ridiculous that actually is? Today, I'm here to tell you the truth. The truth about learning English, or any other language in fact. So why do I think I have the expertise to tell you my opinions right now? I have been an English teacher for over 10 years in 2 different prestigious universities in Turkey. I have taught students of all levels, from A1 all the way up to B2+, C1 and even advanced. And I know how long it takes. I know how fast someone can progress. Someone who is working hard every single day. And it is not 30 or 60 days. You have to trust me. So I'd like you to make a guess. How many hours do you think my students at the university study every single week? Did you guess right? Did you think 25 hours? 5 hours of English study every single day? And you think they're learning it in 30 or 60 days? If they came in at A1 or A2, they are not fluent in 30 or 60 days, even with that much study. So in one whole year, I would say you could go up 2 levels after A1. Maybe A1 and A2 a bit faster because you need to learn less. Generally, we have to learn 500 words to get to A1 in the first place. So if you're a beginner, it's even longer. If you have no English knowledge, zero, zip, zil, nada, that is going to take you a very long time. 500 words until you're A1. How long does it take for you to learn 500 different words that you don't know right now? Sorry if it sounds like all doom and gloom. I don't want to take anything away from all the students out there who are working really hard and everything they have achieved. Just remember, if you're a student working at any level and you've learned more today than you knew yesterday, you are doing amazing. So let me break down what you can do to learn the language in a reasonable amount of time and to a high level. Let's go. First thing. Make mistakes. It sounds very, very basic, but don't worry, it is normal. You are learning the language. I make mistakes in Turkish all the time. For example, I made a mistake in a cafe. I had just visited the east of Turkey and I went to Göbeklitepe, a very magical place. Now, what did I say to the waiter who was serving me? Bu yer çok sinirli. I said that place is very angry. That's exactly what I said, because sehirli is magical and sinirli is angry. Did I feel bad? Did I stop speaking Turkish? No. What I did is I laughed at my mistake. I laughed with the waiter. He started smiling. I started smiling. Ah, sehirli, yes, magical, magical. It was a very funny moment. I will never forget the difference between sehir and senir again. The reason that schools and universities teach the way they do is because it works. It has been proven time and time again that this is the tried and true method. There's PPP lesson plans and TTT lesson plans. Now, I don't want to go into the technical jargon and bore you, but these are the same structures that I use in my other videos. Learn English with this or learn English with that. I use these same structures because I know they work and they teach you the English well. You're probably not that special. Not like that special in terms of, you know, being a special person. You're probably a very special person. What I mean is you're probably of average intelligence in terms of learning a language, which means like the majority of the whole population of the earth, learning a language will take time for you. But you can do it and you can succeed by practicing with proper grammar books, proper vocabulary books, and proper lesson plans. Just because you learn how to say a cool phrase back to back does not mean that you have become fluent. Learnt chunks is how we refer to these in the language learning world. For example, I've been watching Star Trek in Turkish recently. It's actually a very bad move. Let me tell you why I think what I have done is a mistake, and you can learn from my mistake and do something different. Bunlar Yıldız Atılgan'ın maceralı. Görevi yeni medeniyetler bulmak ve koçiralara keşfetmek. If you just take the words of the introduction, what level do you think that introduction actually is? It's like B2 plus or even C1. I'm not that level at all. I'm B1 in Turkish, and I'm not even that far through B1. Now, learning that chunk has been fun and I've enjoyed it, but has it actually helped me get anywhere close to fluency? Not at all. I do not understand more. That time would have been better spent studying those books or studying books that are similar and learning the exact grammar or vocabulary necessary to express myself in more situations. So this brings me on to my next point, level appropriate learning. Even if I'm watching something like Peppa Pig, Dexter's Laboratory, the Powerpuff Girls, it doesn't matter. They may be made for children, but guess what? When you're learning a language, you are a child in that language. I remember in Spain, I started watching Phineas and Ferb, and it was fantastic. You may prefer to watch Breaking Bad or Peaky Blinders, but remember, that will not help you in the long run. That will slow you down. So instead of understanding maybe 10% of what's happening in Breaking Bad or Peaky Blinders, watch Peppa Pig and understand 90% of what's happening in the language you're trying to learn. You get that joy, you get that happiness from understanding, not from the story itself or the show itself. This is why you should definitely watch level appropriate material. Now you might think, well, classroom lessons are boring and they all seem the same. But you need to think, why do they seem similar? Because what I'm telling you has been proven to work. Pre-reading vocabulary has been proven to work. Seeing the vocabulary in a text and in a context has been proven to work. Practicing after in a controlled way has been proven to work. Practicing in a more free way at the end, using your own words, using your own sentences with that same vocabulary has been proven to work. These ways of learning have been proven to teach people language. The final note I'd like to say is you can put as many quick fix 30, 60-day learning programs in place as you want, but nothing takes away just good old-fashioned hard work. If you consistently come back every single day and work hard at learning a language, you can succeed. But it's not a small amount of time. You need to make sure you allocate time for studying every single day. Thank you very much for watching today. I really appreciate you sticking around to the end of the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I work really hard to make sure that the videos are good quality English language learning content.